Sustainable future on this planet will be won or lost in our cities. In the next 30 years, we expect a doubling of the global urban population, and with that, a doubling of the global urban infrastructure. That is a very short window of opportunity to get things right. So urban investment decisions taken today will determine whether people will be locked into resource inefficient and fossil fuel dependent infrastructures and lifestyles, or if they will enable cities to become places where we can live attractive and healthy and sustainable lives.
Let me add to the complexity of the situation we find ourselves in. At the same time that we're solving for climate change, we're going to be building cities for 3 billion people. That's a doubling of the urban environment. If we don't get that right, I'm not sure all the climate solutions in the world will save mankind, because so much depends on how we shape our cities. Not just environmental impacts, but our social well-being, our economic vitality, our sense of community and connectedness. Fundamentally, the way we shape cities is a manifestation of the kind of humanity we bring to bear. There's no silver bullet. Autonomous vehicles are not going to solve this for us. As a matter of fact, they're going to generate more traffic, more VMT than the alternative. These changes are well accepted. I'm hopeful for two reasons. One is most people get it. They understand intrinsically what a great city can and should be. And the second is that the kind of analysis we can bring to bear now allows people to connect the dots.
People think about cities, they tend to think of certain things. They think of buildings and streets and skyscrapers, noisy cabs. But when I think about cities, I think about people. Cities are fundamentally about people. And where people go and where people meet are at the core of what makes a city work. So even more important than buildings in a city are the public spaces in between them. And today, some of the most transformative changes in cities are happening in these public spaces.
One of the most ambitious climate action plans has been adopted by the city of Vancouver, whose goal is to run the city on 100% renewable energy by 2050. Vancouver's plan focuses on vibrant and inclusive neighborhoods and creating a city that meets the needs of generations to come. They intend to achieve this by working with a broad range of stakeholders throughout society.
If you think about it, we are the architects. We are the designers. These are our cities. This isn't the Matrix. I want to leave you with this quote. Cities are erected on spiritual columns. Like giant mirrors, they reflect the hearts of their residents. If those hearts darken and lose faith, cities will lose their glamour. This is a 900-year-old quote, more true today than ever before. And I ask you, is this not the noblest of goals? Working, doing everything we can, and we know how to do it, to make our cities and our hearts shine? I think that we should just take this paradigm and shift it back to where it belongs, back to the future. I think we should let these monuments to the future rise all over the world. And now you're going to clap again. But this time, please don't clap for me. Clap for shining hearts and all the lives that we can save and the cities that we can make better. Thank you.